for CJ to show her how to make edits on her web pages. Specifically, we'll use the press page and the attitude adjusters page to be able to show you how to make the edits. Now, once you're logged into your dashboard, you can click on any of your pages on your website, and you'll notice at the top it'll say, edit page, enable visual builder, SEO, etc. When you're on this page, I'm on the press page, I just want to click enable visual builder. And when I do that, it allows you to make edits right from the live page itself, which is really neat with the Divi builder. And that's what we're going to be doing here. Anytime you want to edit any text or add images, you simply just get to where you need to be, and in this case your pages are made up of this green section is called your rows, and then you have modules is the black right here. I'm right here at this top part of the page, and it's considered a text module. So right here above the section is called module, and you want to click on, you can mouse over the little crank here, and that's called module settings. So you can click on that. There's actually two ways you can edit, but this is one way. When you click on the module settings, it brings up a little text settings, and you're able to make edits that way. You can also take this little screen and widen it out some, like so. You can also detach it from the left side here by just clicking separate modal, and then you can also make it expand. So we're going to leave it at this. This top section of your the press page is made up of tables to be able to house the media links in them. So if anytime you want to make updates to those that are in this section, and these are the ones that have the logo, so whenever you're adding anything, you can just click anywhere like so, and just add on, just hit enter, and then just add your links this way. Just for example, there you go, and then you just hyperlink it the way you usually would, just by, you go up to the top here of your window, so you can get to your icons up here to make edits with and add your links and things like that. That's one way. Now there's also another way you can do this. I'm just going to X out of here. Whenever you're making updates here, make sure you hit save changes on the check mark here. Not only there, but also right here is another place. Right here, this purple button right here. Just click on it, and then it brings up right here off to the far right is your save button. Alright, so let me come back over here. I'm going to hit X. You can actually directly add text within or update within this page without even opening up the module itself. So for instance, I'm right here. Let's just take, right here, you want to put a hard return and add a link. All you do is just place your cursor at the end here, hit the enter button, and then start typing. Like so. And just, again, now if you want to add a link, your little hyperlink icons right here, and then you just type in, when I click on this, and it'll ask you to paste your URL that you want to link. And I hit X, and it goes back to the little small, your little toolbar. Okay, so I'm going to just X out of there. And just again, whenever you get through, make sure you hit your save button far right hand side over here, and that'll take care of your changes and make them real time as you have made them. This is also autosave, so sometimes when you don't hit the save button right away, within like 2 or 3 minutes of every time you're making edits, it will automatically save itself. There's some other tools here too that you can look at where you can clear your layout, which you don't want to do. This will obviously clear the complete page itself, the way it's laid out, and so you never want to touch that when you're making edits. In this page, let's see, we've got the page settings. There's actually a way to go back and look at your editing history, and in case you ever have to refer back to an edit because maybe you've made too many and you hit save and you're like, oh, so I want to go back, you can do that using your edit history button here. This one right here allows you to save this whole layout to a library, so that if you ever want to use this layout again, you can always pull it into a new page that you're working on. This, of course, is a load from your library, so if there's anything you ever want to bring in, you could do it from there. Okay. And then this last little icon here is just a way of being able to make this mobile so that you can always save it to other websites in the future. Okay, so that's how you work with adding text, and the same thing goes with images. I'm going to pull over to the new page called Attitude Adjusters. And you notice too that if you want to get back to the live page itself, you just hit Exit Visual Editor, which I'm going to do now. You have unsaved changes. I definitely don't want to save what I just did, so I'm going to discard and exit. Otherwise, you would save and exit. If this window pops up, it may not, just because you've already saved your changes earlier. Alright, so now I want to click over to Attitude Adjusters. The purpose to come into this page is I want to be able to show you how to add your books from Amazon so that they are come in a nice neat row the way they are now. Make sure again that you click on Enable Visual Editor, otherwise you won't see any of your little module rows or anything that come up when you don't. So when you click on Enable Visual Editor, and then you should be able to start making your edits from there. While I'm waiting, I'm going to go ahead and grab some code from Amazon that CJ provided for me, because you'll need that to be able to insert. Now I'm going to scroll down here to a little bit farther down to where the books are. As you can see, these are set up so that there are 5 to a row. I'm going to scroll down to the bottom here. And now that we have the exact number to match, we will need to make a new row. As you can see, these are all set up. Now to do that, this is considered, it's considered a row, so that's the green. So what I'm going to do is I can either duplicate it or I can just create a new row. In this case, I'm going to create a new row. And when I do that, and there's this little plus button here, you add new row, you click on that, and you will find that we have a 5-column row right here. So I click on that. And then when I do that, that automatically brings up Insert Module. Well, I want to go ahead and get the HTML module, because this is HTML code we'll be adding, so I need to make sure I have a place to put that code. So there is a module called HTML, or code. So I'm going to just search for code, so I'll type code in, and there it is. That's what you click on. Alright, and then when that happens, you're going to get a little window pop up asking for content. Well, that's going to be your HTML code that you're going to paste there. So again, I've already copied, now I'm ready to paste. So I'm going to hit Control V, and it's going to add that paste that in for me. As you can see, there's the code, and then right away down here at the bottom, the book popped up for you. That's what you want. This is I've already got this book up towards the top of the page already, so I'm just showing this as an example, and we can, I won't make any changes or update or save any changes from this, but I want to show you how you'll be able to do that. And then once you've got that in, you're happy with it, just be sure to hit your save button here, and that will make the window disappear on the left side. And then again, when you are here, open up, and then just make sure you click on your save button to save your changes. And that is how you add your code to your pages. And then of course earlier I showed you how to add text 2 different ways, through the Visual Builder pages. So that will conclude this video. Thank you for your time.